Hi, folks. In my Psalm Singing Tips article, I mentioned that one of the things that holds people back in singing and worship is feeling like the notes are too high, feeling like singing feels too high if you're not used to singing. And this is a fact that I think is easier to demonstrate if you can see it and if you can hear it. So I want to explain a little more of why this often is the case, that you feel like the notes are just too high for you to sing in worship. And one of the main reasons that happens is that our speaking voices are actually near the bottom of our ranges. So my speaking voice, or my range of notes that I can sing, and the voice that God's given me, I can sing somewhere around from G down here on a good day, up to G or an A up here. So about 2 octaves. I can fairly confidently sing any of the notes between this G and this G. But when I've had my voice tested, my speaking voice tested, when Lisa was in grad school, they had a testing day where I was able to go in and they tested where my speaking voice range was. When I'm speaking, my voice generally stays down around an A or a B down here. These notes down here. And so if you look at my range here, it's from here all the way up to here, but my speaking voice that I'm used to using all day, every day, generally stays all in these notes down here, somewhere in this range near the bottom of my range. And so every other note in the whole top 2/3, top 3/4 of my range that I am able to sing feels high. It feels a lot higher than what I'm used to. And so what I've observed then, in every church I've been a part of, is I hear guys in particular, men in particular, start to sing, and they're able to sing these low notes, but as soon as it starts to get higher, they drop down and try to sing it lower, and it ends up shaking your confidence and making you think, I can't really sing. So to demonstrate this, I want to look at Psalm 145a from the book of Psalms for Worship. Psalm 145a that starts here on this note, and the way that the tune is written is it goes like this. I'll give you praise, my God, O King. So it starts here, and it goes up, all the way up to here, and that's a pretty normal range for most people can sing those notes. And but if you notice, my speaking voice is mostly down here, but I'm already starting higher than that on the first note. And so what I've often heard when we've sung a psalm like this, I'll hear other guys start out and they'll go, I'll give you praise. And then that feels really high. It's way up here compared to where they're used to talking. They get to here and they think this is too high. And they drop down, and so they end up going, I'll give you praise, my God, O King. And so far that seems to work, because it's kept all the notes down here. But then the tune goes on, and you sing, I will forever bless your name. Which I can't sing. I mean, a bass can sing those notes, but I can't. And the problem then is the person singing thinks it's too high and it's too low. I just can't sing. I must not be a singer. And they end up singing quietly or not even singing at all. And I just hate to see that because God tells us to sing, and you have more of a range than you think. Those notes aren't even at the top. The top note there that you get up to isn't the top of my range, and it's not the top of a lot of people's range. You could go higher than that, but you may not be used to what it feels like. And so as you practice singing, if you're in the car, if you're by yourself somewhere, just see how high your voice can go. And don't, especially for you guys out there, don't consider that unmanly or strange or something for you to sing, for your singing to sound higher than the way you normally speak. Because that's true for everybody, that your speaking is down at the bottom of your range, and your singing, you can sing a lot more than that. So I really hope that this, if you've been there before, if you've started to sing up and you realize you have to drop down, and then you realize you're too low and you're frustrated by that, there's a good reason for it. And I hope that if you can grasp this idea, that this might help just a few of you be able to sing with confidence and from the heart to God in worship.